Hey, everybody. Welcome to Apex Comics Morning Show. Hi, great to see you guys here. Let's get on with the chat. See who's in our chat. We got, hey, Hex Allen, one of my cohorts for the Rex Hex and Apex show. We have every other Saturday morning at 11 a.m. Central. He's a good cat, good guy. Yep, Private Americana's gripping explosive graphic novel. Eisner winner Mike Barron and comic book artist Richard Bonk. There's the link right there, you guys. Check it out. It's a great campaign. Charles Reeves, hail. How you doing? And of course, hail to the My Chat. And of course, we support our friend Mike Barron and Private American. Definitely, really cool. Uh, I I've actually followed your career ever since Nexus and Badger. I'm more of a Badger guy than I am Nexus because he's more down home. He's on planet Earth at least, but Nexus is awesome too. But uh, I got some, especially the Capital City early versions I have here.
Oh yeah,
This bad boy, definitely like this guy. It's a great cover. Jeff Butler, I think he's one of my favorite Badger artists.
yeah,
And
one of mine too. He was the co-creator on the first issue.
oh, really? That's cool, man. So I got a question, man. How did you guys come up with the Badger?
Well, we sold Nexus to Capital City Comics, uh,
Yeah.
and I liked Jeff's art. And I said, Jeff, what do you want to draw? He said, well, I want to draw druids. So I wrote this 10-page story about a cantankerous druid who so irritated his neighbors they took up a collection and hired the Vikings to capture him, put him in a coma, and drop him off the edge of the earth.
Wow.
Only they never got to the edge of the earth. They got to what we now know as North America and carried him inland and buried him in what was to become Wisconsin. And Jeff drew it up, and I took it in to show to the boys. And Milt, our first publisher, looked at it and says, "Nah, we want a costume crime fighter." So my first response was, why would anybody put on a costume and fight crime? They'd have to be crazy.
Right.
And thus the Badger was born.
Oh, hell yeah.
So I went back to Jeff and I said, Jeff, they want to do a costume crime fighter. And he says, well, I'm not going to waste these pages. And I said, fine. I'll incorporate them into the story. And so that's why the first 10 pages of the first Badger issue deals with Ham the Weather Wizard.
Yeah, that's a good character, man. I mean, both of them are a good team. When you think
Yeah.
about it, that's why. Yeah, like. So how long? I know Capital City ran like 4 issues of the Badger, right?
Yes. And then they sold the rights to First Comics, and First owns them
Yeah.
to this day. But they do give me some leeway in publishing my own material, and I'm working on a new Badger graphic novel right now.
Awesome. Oh, dang. How about that? Oh, yeah. Hey, full custom hot dog. How you doing, buddy? Let's go. Horror Mike, hail Mike Barron, Apex Excellent, Charles Reeves, full custom hot dog, and
Thanks, Mike.
yeah, man. So yeah, man, that's really cool. You also, I had Justin Belmont on Apex After Dark promoting Smokes the Fox, and I read it, man. I like that. That's a good story you wrote. Yeah, it's really cool. I'm thinking, I was watching dishes before the show went coming on. I was thinking, what if Smokes the Fox teamed up with Badger? I wonder what that would involve.
You know, Brett, that's an interesting idea, and Justin wants me to write a second issue, and I would have no problem putting the Badger in there.
Oh wow, that'd be so cool. That might outsell the first one.
I think it would.
Hell yeah. Apex, my man. Good to see you. Mike Barron. Sure. Mike Barron. Hell yeah. I almost called you Mike Badger. Yeah. Hell to everybody. All right. So anyway, we got Justin's promoting more of Smokes the Fox, so he can actually pay you to write the second issue. So if you don't mind, we take a look at that, and then we'll take a look at your campaign.
All right.
See how that goes on. This is really really a cool book, you guys. If you guys don't know about Smokes the Fox, it's created by Justin Belmont of Belmont Press.
But I don't want to, like scare you off because
cool.
We can't have people cover some of the
It's about a dope smoking fox.
Nice.
A mutant.
Very cool, man. I like the Don Perlin cover. I actually want to get the Virgin cover, the Don Perlin one.
It's probably the last thing Don Perlin has drawn.
Oh, wow. He's like, what, 92 years old?
Yes.
God bless him. Let's go and take a look at this video here.
mediation case. Yeah.
Oh, man, very cool. Yeah, I read both Weaponized Werewolf and Smokes the Fox. I read the Werewolf first. Yeah, it's 7,857. You back this today, guys, so Justin can pay Mike to do a second issue of Smokes the Fox. They have all these different tiers and bundles. The new one, you get the actual patch, the books, and the sketch that Justin Belmont inked over by the illustrator of the book. It's really cool. All right, so this is I enjoyed Smokes the Fox. It's a good book. Really cool. All right. So here we are. Okay. Oh, he's back in number 3. Nice. Very cool.
Thanks, Pops. Yeah, Pops is a pioneer.
Pops. He is a pioneer. He's got the Madness channel, Madness comic book channel on YouTube. Really cool channel. So anyway, let's go ahead and get to the Private American. This is a really good one. So we're here. I need to support the Thin Blue Line. I heard a lot of people liked it. Very good book. There's so many campaigns out right now, Mike. It's hard to support everyone.
I know that it's difficult, but on the other hand, it's good.
Yes.
And it shows that comics will never die,
Yes.
even though the legacy books may die.
All right, exactly. So here we go. Let's we got that shared up. Private American. Let's check this bad boy out.
America's southern border has become a war zone. Human traffickers, drug smugglers, and terrorists flow across the Rio Grande with impunity, secure in the knowledge that no one will stop them. A distant federal government lectures Americans on their privilege while punishing overworked Border Patrol agents who were helpless to stem the tidal wave of invaders and determined migrants. Second-generation Cuban-American Marcos Zamora is a military vet, more patriotic than most Americans. No longer able to ignore the chaos at his doorstep, he acts. Joined by his best friend Gus, they hit the border every night, saving lives while stopping violent drug cartels and other opportunists. The government reacts with fury at Marco's attempts to preserve American sovereignty, deploying the full might of their enforcement agencies. But Marcos understands that the only thing the rich and powerful fear is bad publicity, and he records every encounter. Whoever he is, this private American must be stopped. Illustrated by Richard Bonk and written by Eisner winner Mike Barron, Private American is his version of Captain America, and maybe a little Punisher, taking part in this ongoing, violent, and very real battle of good versus evil in the war for American sovereignty. Grab your copy at theprivateamerican.com.
We have a secure border, and that is a priority for our administration.
Really, Kamala? Really? Do we? No, we don't. Come on. Get a grip, you politicians out there. It's not just a political issue, really. It's really a bad current event problem. I guess you
It's
and I
one
know
of the
that.
top three concerns on the mind of American voters,
Mhm.
concerns which are unaddressed by the party in power.
Oh yeah, absolutely. And seems like they just want to ignore it. You can't ignore people come across your ranch, invading your home, stealing stuff, committing heinous crimes and stuff. It is a great trailer. I agree.
Yeah,
Carl.
over 750 migrants have died crossing the border this year.
Wow.
Virtually every woman and girl who crosses the border is raped as the price of crossing the border. It costs $7,000 to the cartels to perform that service. And since most migrants don't have that money, they owe the cartels. For the men, it's dealing drugs. For the women, it's sex. The cartels' total income ballooned from $1.3 billion a year 2 years ago to $13 billion a year this year, entirely due to the administration's policy on the southern border.
Oh my God. Yeah, it's huge. Very bad. Something needs, it would be great to have an actual hero like that. In a way, that could happen if you
It
have a
could
team
happen.
of people. Yeah.
And I understand that there are civilians who patrol their own land,
Yeah.
and they will apprehend trespassers and hold them for the border patrol. They commit no atrocities of which I'm aware. I have to stress, though, that this comic book is pure entertainment. Just because it's about a topical issue doesn't mean that it's heavy-handed or political in any way. The only politics in it are the necessity of controlling your borders. No organism, neither a single cell nor a nation, can exist without controlling its borders. Any intelligent person knows this.
Right.
Which makes the situation all the more baffling unless you understand the money. If you follow the money, then it all makes sense.
Right. Wow. Yeah, absolutely. Well, let's go and get with this campaign here. You have a all-in-one featured a Team Private American. And you get the 3 versions of Private American, the print editions, the main cover, and the Steve Rude variant. That Steve Rude variant, it looks so freaking awesome.
Yeah, it was great.
Very cool. Along with the digital version of the book, this package also gets you the autographs of the creative team, 2 virgin cover prints, all stretch goal swag, and your name included in the graphic novel. That's people pay big money for even that, but you include it in a tidy package for $75. That's really awesome.
We do have a tier where you can pay to be drawn into the comic, and we already have a couple of takers on that.
Oh, wow. That's cool. And you got the digital edition, $10. Private American main cover. Yeah, I always like the physical. I gotta have physical copies. There's only so many hours in a day you be looking at a screen. It kind of hurts your eyes. Yeah.
Right. I prefer physical product. I think most people do.
Yeah. Amen. Private American Rude cover. Yeah, this is awesome. The hand painted one. Man. Yeah. Rex, Double Fly Rex and I interviewed Steve Rude a few months ago. He's, you know, still working on the Nexus cartoon, and we showed a trailer. That was pretty cool. Wish him much luck and success on the Nexus cartoon. And you're co-creator of that too, and you guys really have a great character. But you get the autograph bundle, the aid plus the digital for 50. And the autograph bundle B, the digital. Let's see. And of course, the Rude Retailer Pack. If you're a comic book store, I would grab these up, folks. Sell them at your local comic shop. I'm sure they'll probably sell out. And you get the Bonk Retailer Pack, 5 books. Original art bundle for 500. That's pretty good.
Yeah, and wait till you see the book. Richard's just knocking it out of the park.
Oh man, I can't wait. I'm back at I think this Friday should be a good time.
Thank you, Brett.
Yeah, you bet. Get one of the original pages of Private American, pencil and ink by Richard Bonk, along with autographs of the creative team, your name and the graphic novel, both covers, and print book plus a digital. Artwork shipped separately and securely, fully insured and trackable. Be sure to confirm your shipping address and email are up to date. There you go. And you get the drawn in. Here it is. There's like 3 of them, so 1 out of 3. So there's 2 more chances to get drawn into the book, ladies and gentlemen. Let me go and see if we had more of the chat. Nah, no one else is showing up, but yeah, still got some really cool people here. So are you going for the next 30 days? You go for 60 days, I guess. And
Yep.
Cool. Possibly in demand. We don't know, but it could end in 60 days, folks. You don't know how creators decide on things. So I'd go ahead and pick it up while you can. See if we could break 20K this week. I'm sure you can. I mean, it should be no problem. Man, I love this overhead drawing right here. It's a nice, good 3-point perspective. Richard Bonk with the helicopter. This looks really cool. Man, you dig in the grave there. Yeah, there's the Steve Rude cover. That's nice. That's pretty tight. Private American. This makes a good kind of a wall poster.
Yeah, I was thinking that. It's going to be a poster on my wall.
Hell yeah. I wouldn't mind having a t-shirt of that, actually. You ever thought about that?
We have, it depends really how high we go. And at that point, we would have to either retool the campaign or offer it on another platform with a t-shirt available.
Oh, yeah.
But you really got to knock it out of the park to do those kinds of add-ons. We did with Thin Blue Line.
Yeah.
Because that was a very successful campaign, and we offered ride-along coins, among other things. And those are little coins that most police departments use to hand out to civilians in gratitude or for some service.
Oh, yeah.
And I have a large collection of them because ever since we published Thin Blue Line, police officers have been reaching out to me from all over the country. And I've made some new friends. And you'd be surprised how many police officers want to write fiction.
Oh, wow. One police officer who drew your Thin Blue Line book.
Yes, Joe's a full-time cop.
Oh, man, very cool. Hello, Eric and Boyd. Thanks for coming on. Oh, man. This is really, really cool. Let's see. What was I going to ask you here? Let's see. So, in your, have you always been a writer? What kind of jobs have you had before you're a writer?
My first job out of college was smoking dope for the government. I moved to Boston because I understood they had a number of weekly newspapers that were hiring. And I answered an ad in the back of the Boston Phoenix looking for volunteers to live on a hospital ward in Mattapan for a month. It was a Harvard National Institute of Mental Health joint study. And I signed up. And every day we smoked a ton of dope and we took a battery of tests. It was just like college. Yeah. And then when I got out, I wrote that up and I sold it to the Boston Phoenix, and that's how I broke into journalism. And a couple of weeks later, they made me editor. I was the music editor. It was my job to go out night after night, talk to musicians, listen to the bands, and I loved it. In fact, I'm still writing about music today, although I don't stay up as late.
Right.
And I worked for various newspapers in Boston for 7 years before I returned to Madison, Wisconsin, and took a job at an insurance company, which proved to be a huge mistake, but that's all right because that's where I was working when I met Steve Rude.
Oh, yeah, there you go, man. Hence the birth of Nexus. And, of course, being in Madison, the Badger takes place in Wisconsin. So
That's
you got
right.
a lot of that going on. Absolutely cool. So you got, oh yeah, spike the like, share is caring. Yeah, and subscribe too, folks. If you haven't already, subscribe, like, ring bell for notifications. I'm trying to approach 600 subs, on the way to 1,000, but that's a journey in itself when you're having a YouTube channel. Yeah, man. Let's see. So what's your writing process? Well, how do you go about it? Do you write longhanded on a pad, or do you go on a computer instantly, or?
I will start making notes on a computer after they've been fermenting in my head for a while, but I do write longhand in a pad.
That's what I do.
That's how most of my work start. When I just start taking notes, and the notes can be anything. They can be about a fascinating character, Sherlock Holmes. They can be about a fascinating premise, Jurassic Park. They can be about a seductive narrative voice, Michael Chabon or James Elroy, for example, come to mind. Many elements go into the story to make the reader care.
Yeah.
My number one rule is it's my job to entertain,
Mhm.
and I strive to make every part of the story entertaining. I don't want any flat spots, and that's especially true in comics,
Yeah.
where I try not to waste a word or a panel, so that the story takes off on the first page, and you won't be able to put it down until you finish. The most important question in fiction is what happens next.
Yeah.
Because if the reader doesn't care, he's not going to turn the page. So I use every trick in the book to make the reader care with fascinating characters, a fascinating premise, a seductive narrative voice, and a million other things that go into it. But the point is to have vivid, lively writing, exciting
Yeah.
writing, and to make the reader care about your protagonists.
Mm-hmm. Wow, that's cool, man. Genuine Comics says hello. Hey, Genuine Comics. Hey, Tree Goblin says hello, Mike.
Hi, Goblin.
Hey, Tree Goblin. Say, hey, Eric. Hello, everybody. All happy people on a hump day on a Wednesday. That's a good time to have a morning show, I'm thinking, in my opinion. you know, reviewing the news or happenings and promote comics. Why not? This is cool. Yeah, Richard Bach has really gone all out on this story. This is really awesome. At first, I thought these were dinosaurs. They're just warthogs. All right. They're cool. Yeah, I like the circle reference right here.
Well, that's a sight through a sniper's rifle.
Yeah, yeah. To avoid all that. But the "Don't Tread on Me," I think that's a perfect symbol for.
That's the Gadsden Flag. It was
Yeah.
born during the Revolutionary War.
Wow.
It stands for the primacy of the individual. A lot of people hate it.
I like it. He's a patriot. Through and through. Oh, wow. This is some good action. Good story, good action. Good chance to get it, order it today, folks, on Indiegogo. And we'll go and put a link up. If one of you people in the chat are mods, just go ahead and put that link up in the chat if you would, please. I'd much appreciate it. Get this book rolling to 20K. Really cool. So let's see. Mike, if we were on a desert island, what 3 books would you take with you?
You know, that's like asking who's the world's greatest guitarist. Well,
Right.
I could start with a list of 1,000. What 3 books? You know, I wouldn't choose books I'd already read.
Right.
Uh, I choose books I have not yet read. And I have a number of authors that I really like: Michael Connolly, uh, Randy Wayne White, Stephen Hunter. I like crime fiction.
Oh
I
yeah.
write crime fiction. My whole biker series is crime fiction, and there are 9 books out now, and I'm working on the 10th. Um,
What's the name of it?
biker,
Oh, Biker.
biker. They're all
Oh,
called biker with different titles. The latest one is called Khan, Khan, and
okay.
it's about how a nature conservancy group hires Josh to protect a Siberian tiger that escapes into the wild.
Oh wow. That sounds pretty gripping, man. What are you gonna do with that tiger? I mean, you see a
Yeah, I'm
tiger.
very proud of him, and I'm working on the 10th. I just got waylaid with all these jobs in between, but I will get it done probably sometime this winter.
Wow. Yeah, you're a busy guy. You go
You
on
know, it
different
just seems I
projects.
just sit around all day goofing and strolling through the internet. I have friends
Yes, you
like
do.
Peter Brandvold, who writes westerns, and Pete publishes at least 5 novels a year. And Pete gets up and he says, "I got to write 2,000 words today. 2,000 words come hell or high water." And he does. He writes 2,000 words every day. I don't do that. I wish I had his work ethic. Uh,
Yeah.
but I do comics too, and I am working on a whole bunch of comics. And right now, I just have more comic work than novel work, although the novel work is going along fine. And I recently submitted 2 novels, and we're waiting to hear on those.
Oh, good.
Uh, but as I said, I'm not the most productive writer in the world. I wish I were.
Well, it seems like you did a whole body of work, as we know, as
Uh,
fans of yours. And
I'd say James Patterson is the most prolific writer, except I suspect he's not writing most of those books these days.
all right. Oh yeah, man. That seems like everywhere I turn is a James Patterson novel or one of those other guys. Oh man. Yep. Yeah. There's the link. Thanks, Eric, for Private
Thank you,
American.
Eric.
Support it today, guys. Is a great hero. That's just a job that Captain America has not done recently or
That's
currently.
right. It was partly my reaction to looking at the current Captain America and saying, what is this? How is it relevant? How is it entertaining? It's nothing.
Right.
There's no story here.
Mhm.
And also the Punisher. Now, I have not read the modern Punisher, the one that's coming out right now. I just watch and see what other people say about it. Uh, and I know that it's hemorrhaging readers and that
Yeah.
the character likely embarrasses Marvel, and they're looking for a way to ease him out the door.
Oh man, that's so dumb. I mean, he's the character that pretty much, well, he was created at the time. It was Timely Comics, but eventually emerged into Marvel. Of course, we know the story,
No,
Fantastic
no,
Four.
Punisher was an original Marvel character.
But you're right, Punisher. Yeah, you're right. I was talking about the Captain America involved,
Right,
and then
right.
Punisher. Yeah, it was Jerry Conway and was it Ross Andrew or is it
I
John
think it was
Romita?
Ross Andrew.
Okay.
And I was at a comic convention a month or two ago in Colorado Springs that Jerry was supposed to attend. And
Mm.
we were going to have a Punisher panel, but Jerry had to pull out because of ill health. So it never
Oh,
happened.
that's too bad. That would have been
Yeah.
cool. Oh man, yeah, I have the Punisher one with the Alex Ross cover. That's why I got it because of Alex Ross. Brilliant art on the cover. And yeah, I mean it's okay, but it's not as pulse pounding as the Punisher with the guns, with the technology. And is this Punisher being a ninja? This is out of character.
Yeah, I know.
I'm like, how the hell has he become a ninja? Oh, he's trained by the hand. And I'm like, a lot of these questions coming up. I heard it was good, and it's like, I don't want to follow it. Yeah, Eric Inboard says, beyond insipid what Marvel has been doing with all the characters, I can't wrap my head around what I recently saw regarding Punisher. DC can suck dingus as well. I know, right? Art is badass in the Private American. Yeah, absolutely, man. Hail, Shadowhawk Talks. Yes, Hail Apex and the mighty Mike Barron. Yes.
Hail Shadowhawk.
Yes.
Hail Margot.
Oh, Margot. How you doing? Good morning. Yeah. Shadowhawk Tree Goblin said hello. Good people here. Yep. Everyone's awake. Probably having a morning coffee or tea, what your favorite beverage is. We're promoting Mike Barron's great campaign, the Private American. And did Eric draw? Oh, it's Matt Bauer drew this one, right?
Yeah, Matt Barr do that.
Wow.
Matt
So,
Barr. And we also have a cover in the works by Dan Lawless.
oh, damn. I love his work. Oh,
Yeah.
Dan Lawless. He draws beautiful women and beautiful things, and it looks so airbrushed and really cool. So how did Matt Bauer come up to you in doing this?
I asked Matt.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Wow. That's cool. Then you got your stretch goals. If you reach 15K, which you've done, commemorative sticker added to every physical backer order. 20K.
And within spitting distance of the next stretch goal.
Yes. So everyone spit out your cash dollar loogies at this project, and we can get to 20K. Sorry, I don't want to gross anyone out, but good money paper's good. Interior pages upgrade to premium stock paper. That's pretty cool.
And I want to stress that this is a comic that you will treasure and enjoy and read over and over again. I know a lot of people buy comics, and this is certainly true of me when I was buying Marvel and DC, because the art just knocked us out.
Yeah.
But then when you get home and you read the story and you think, if only the story could be as good as the art.
Yeah.
And that's one of the reasons I created Badger, because one of my favorite books back in the day was Master of Kung Fu.
Oh, I did too. I like that.
And I love Paul Gulacy's work. But even then, reading the book, it struck me that there were no martial arts in the book. There was no Kung Fu.
Yeah.
There were a lot of single issue poses, like for a movie poster,
Right.
but there were no unfolding techniques that bespoke of one style or another. And that's one of the things I sought to show in Badger, and which we have consistently showed in Badger, is real martial arts techniques unfolding over time, not just a punch, but pulling back and showing the punch, the block, the maneuvering of the body, the hip throw, the joint lock. We love doing that.
That's cool. That's what Jeff did with a lot of his work there, and among these other artists that are in the Badger. I remember some of the sequences that Paul Gulacy did in Master of Kung Fu, and he did a lot of the Bruce Lee type stances, but yet he did some of the moves and what have you. And what he did was, I don't know if you heard about this. Have you worked with Paul Gulacy before?
We did a series for Valiant called The Grackle.
Okay. The Grackle. Oh, wow.
Good luck finding it.
Yeah, right. I never heard of that. Oh, wow. That's pretty cool. Hey, Death Pusher. Well, Death by Saber. Good to see you here. I don't wake up this early.
Good morning.
He's the Star Wars enthusiast. He has a show called Star Wars and Hose show on Wednesday nights. So you catch him on subscribe to Death by Saber. He's a good guy, and he gets paid by ravioli. That's his favorite payment. Chef Boyardee. Yeah. Says hello to everybody. All right. Hong Kong Fooey. Really, I am? I didn't know I was a Hong Kong Fooey. That's a good character. Watching it as a kid on the ABC TV back in the 70s. Man. So, geez. What else we have here? You got other stretch goals. This is really cool. You got the interior page. You got also the physical backers receive the first day backer prints. Oh, that'd be cool to get a print by each of these guys. Yeah. The book gets even bigger. Page count increases at 30K. At 40K, heavier stock paper. Super matte soft touch film laminate with premium binding. I like that you read over and over, it doesn't wear out. At 50K, top secret perk revealed once all stretch goals are achieved. Yeah, I want to see this book go gangbusters, man. I'm sure the farmers and ranchers of the border would probably have a book like this, and among other people. Oh, you get a good. Do we get a patch on this, Mike, or what? Is this an idea, or?
I have to look at the campaign page and see what the perks are. I don't know.
Okay.
Is he offering a patch? Chris Brawley runs my campaigns, and Chris is a genius.
Oh wow.
He's a videographer. In fact, he's probably the top videographer in Tennessee, and that's
nice.
why our videos are so good.
Oh, he does those videos. It's a great job, man. Wow. He sets up the campaigns.
He's also the guy behind Bleeding Fool. If you're looking for a comic book site that reflects comics from a rational point of view, there are only two: bleedingfool.com and boundingintocomics.com.
Yeah, I agree. I sometimes go to those websites to find some stuff.
We send our news releases to other sites like the Comics Beat or CBR, but they never respond. They never acknowledge.
Oh man!
Because we're not part of the narrative.
Oh yeah, yeah, right. The narrative, the hive mind of the mainstream media. That's reminds me of the hive from the New Teen Titans book that Marv Wolfman and George Perez wrote back in the 80s. I always think of the hive being that way. Yeah. Death by Saber says, the super chats I receive on my live shows, I buy cans of Chef Word revealed. You should really look at this guy's stuff. He's really cool. Charles Reeves says, what up? Hey, Charles Reeves. Thanks for coming in, man. He says, yeah, Eric and Boyd says, those are comic book sites are twat waffles. Yeah, the other ones, yeah, I know. The narrative, yeah, avoid those, folks. You want real facts? Yeah, go to Bleeding Fool. And what's the other one, Mike, besides Bleeding Fool?
Bounding into Comics. Death by Saber, I just followed you on Twitter.
All right, thanks. I'm sure he appreciates that.
If you're looking for me on Twitter, folks, I'm at Bloody Red Baron.
Yeah, the Bloody Red Baron. That's a good one, man. Yeah, I'm sure you may have came up with a character, Bloody Red Baron. Well,
Not me. Bloody Red Baron occurred before I was born. His name was Baron von Richthofen, and he was a German ace during World War I.
Yeah, in fact, I think my dad bought one of those Richthofen prints that has his painted picture and a lock of his hair. I'm looking at it right now, in fact. That's how I have it across the wall. There you go. You guys can come check my Instagram. Yeah, you go. Death by Saber. He's a cool guy. I like this networking stuff we're happening here in the old YouTube land. Very cool. I'm enjoying it. Let's see here. I'm thinking, do you mind if people come up here and kind of say hello to you? Would that be okay? Okay, cool. I'm going to go ahead and invite some people if they want to come on. Here we go. All right, guys. Here's the link right here. If you want to come say hello, I'm going to allow maybe 4 more people. I got to upgrade my StreamYards. But I'm kind of a low budget channel right now until we get to 1K. I can start getting monetized. You know how it goes. There you go. Here's the StreamYards. All right. So anything else you want to add to this campaign, Mike?
No, except to remind people that my first goal is to entertain, and I know how to do that. I write a gripping, powerful story that you won't be able to forget.
Nice.
And anybody who's read my works knows that.
Oh, absolutely. Yeah, you have some good stuff, man. There we go. Man, the art going with the words. I mean, you guys really knock it out of the park. Eventually, we'll get more going on. I mean, this is a gripping current event that's happening right now. You really can't ignore it, especially if you live on the border of Texas or Arizona or New Mexico or.
Well, you can ignore it if you're part of the lick spittle, which is what which is what other people call the media.
Yeah, the lick spittle. That's a good one. I don't think I've heard of that one. That's really cool. All right. I don't see anybody coming in. Maybe they're like, I'll just hang out. That's okay too if you want.
They haven't had their coffee.
They probably haven't. I've had mine. I had mine a little earlier. Gets me through the day. I'm a 1-cup guy. What do you are you more of a 1-cup coffee guy, or do you
I'm a
drink more?
1-cup guy, but this is my cup.
Holy man, let's see this. Wow, that's a big ass cup. So where do you get your coffee, Mike?
Big Lots.
Oh yeah?
Yeah, their best deal there is their bag of coffee is like 3 pounds for $6.
Oh damn, that's a good deal.
Yeah, but I also have a friend who has a coffee plantation in Brazil. It's the Richesi company, and I buy his coffee too.
Oh wow, that's cool, man. Oh dang. Well, I'm actually working on a campaign right now. I'm trying to actually put one together. It's
Well, when you do Apex, send me the link
yeah.
and I'll spread it around.
Oh, thanks, man. I'm going to go ahead and I do have a trailer, which is done by the great Pedro Ang. He did Art T. Bear's trailers as well. I'll go ahead and find that thing. Here we go. I'm going to share. I've been working on this since 2019. And we'll go ahead and get to the. Yeah, it's about a 60s go-go dancer who gets bit by a vampire. And it's called Fembat. Let's see. Ooh, where am I at? Present. There we go. Oh, wait. I started sharing. Oh, I guess. One thing at a time. Too bad you can't present more than one thing on StreamYards.
Oh, well, it's a miracle that I'm appearing here at all. I'm so tech challenged.
Yeah, it's not easy, man. It really isn't easy being, all techy and all that stuff. Let's see. Damn, is it on here? Yeah, it is. This is I created this character back in 1999. I was gonna do a newspaper strip, a 1-pager of the entire, like a big full page every week. That never came about. I was busy with other things, but this is cause Fembat. Yep, coming soon to Indiegogo Fembat. I'm trying to work the mailing list. I'm sure you have a guy doing the mailing list, right?
Well, Ann helps me, my wife. Together, we got a pretty big mailing list, and I send out a monthly newsletter.
Oh, that's cool. Very good. Yeah, I have to actually coordinate the Indiegogo with MailChimp, so I'm learning to do that. I'm a boomer. I was born in 1963. So yeah, I'm learning each and every day about the technology. And there you go. Yeah, it was great seeing pro like Mike Barron on your channel, Apex. Oh, thanks, man. Alas, I have to go. Everyone, have a great day, and please back Private American at the link below, guys.
Thank you,
Definitely.
Eric.
Very cool. Thanks, Eric. Very nice of you. Yeah, man. So I don't think anybody wants to come on. That's okay. They haven't had a morning coffee. They're thinking, it's still the morning.
I could talk about what else is I got in the pipeline. And next up is Bronze Star, a supernatural Western. I'm doing that Pat Broderick is illustrating. And it's the greatest work of Pat's career.
Oh, really?
It's unbelievable.
I think I've seen a page of that.
I could send you some art here.
Yeah, let's see that, man.
In the Twitter feed. I'll show
Okay.
you the cover. There's the cover. Let's see if I got a little interior art here.
Okay, I gotta go to my Twitter here. Whoa. All right. Okay, so gotta click that. Let me see if I can copy a link on that. Let's see. How do I expand this? Oh, what I could do. I've never done this before, but I'm gonna go ahead and attempt it.
Go ahead.
I'm gonna share the screen. I'll see if I can. Yeah, I'll just do that. The Chrome. There we go. We'll find it. Here we go. Yeah, this is the Twitter right here. I'm on Comix Apex anyway. So here's if you guys. I don't know if you could. I could expand it or not. But this looks cool. Nah, I can't blow it up. But this looks really. Oh man, it looks really good. Hey, we got lemon pie. Good morning. That says, I'm naked in bed. I don't think your audience wants to see that. Yeah, you're right. Stay in the sheets, man. So, yeah, man, this is cool. Oh, my God. Yeah, I like Pat Broderick. I remember seeing his work in the original Captain Marvel from the 70s after Jim Starlin left. He did that, but he's really... I haven't heard about him in a long time until I've actually seen his work on your story, Bronze Star. It looks really
Pat's
cool.
been very busy.
Yeah.
Got a series coming out from First.
Oh, First Comics is still publishing?
Yes.
I didn't
sporadically.
know that.
And
okay.
Pat's been hitting every convention all summer long selling drawings.
Wow. That is cool. Oh, hey, we've got my friend Peter Palmiotti.
Hey, Peter.
Yeah. Have you worked with Peter before?
Not yet.
Not yet. Oh, there you go. It could happen, Peter. You'll be working with Mike Barron. Anything can happen with what we do. You've been actually just writing for indie comics for like years, even before the mainstream. Yeah.
And now I'm creating my own. And people always say, well, what character would you write if you could write any character? And honestly, I prefer to write my own characters, Nexus and Badger, and a host of others that I've created. I get more satisfaction from those, although I love the legacy characters. I have written Batman. I've written Punisher.
Yeah.
If people offered me one title, it would be Master of Kung Fu, so I could show some real martial arts.
That'd be great. I'd like to see a version, but of course, Marvel wants to stick to their weird version. I like the long-haired '70s Bruce Lee Master of Kung Fu. I mean, that's my taste. Yeah, always liked that one. You're wearing the red gi. He's the son of Fu Manchu.
Yeah, they had to do away with that for some reason. Oh, I know why. At least in the movie, Fu Manchu is a deeply offensive stereotype in China. And that's why there's no Fu Manchu in the Shang-Chi movie. And that's probably why he's disappeared from the regular book as well.
Yeah. I hear they're going up in value because Marvel's not going to do that anymore. And the books are going up in price. Luckily, I have several of them before it did. You get them at a reasonable price back in the day.
I wish I had them. I wish I still had them.
Oh, yeah. I bought the first appearance at a comic shop in around, what year was that? I think it was 2005. Was it Marvel Special Edition number 15 being the first appearance of Shang-Chi? And I'll buy it for like $20, and now it's going up over $1,000.
Holy shit!
Yeah. I think in raw condition, but of course the CGC, they like to upgrade the price on those things.
I think I have a page of original art from that issue.
Oh, was it Paul Galassi or
Jim
Jim Starlin?
Starlin.
Oh, Starlin. Yeah. I think he created the look of that, didn't he?
Yep.
Oh, man. Looks good. Yeah, I'm going to miss those things. But, you know, you can always buy back issues of Master Kung Fu. They get the collected editions, which doesn't cost as much. It's like, yeah, we got a professional live stream going on. And Death by Saber says, I'm an agent of chaos. I'll stay in the chat. I show my support. Hey, thanks a lot, man.
Thank you, Heroinberg.
Oh, Heroinberg. Yeah, not yet.
She bought Florida Man #1, the comic, and that's another one we got in the works. The next Florida Man graphic novel is going to make your head explode.
Oh, nice.
I'm so excited about it. Matthew Weldon is drawing it.
I like him.
And it just keeps getting better and better. For those who bought the first one, you ain't seen nothing yet.
Oh, man. I'm going to get Florida Man. Says, saw this notification. I have to go work. Stopping by, say about Florida Man #1. It's a store in Pittsburgh. Oh, good. Really needs to be a TV show if that hasn't been arranged already. Will there be a TV show of Florida Man, Mike? You thinking about it?
I don't get to make that decision. I need a producer to come to me and say, hey, we want to option this character and develop it. And I'd love it if it happened, but you can't make those things happen. It has to be their idea.
You're right.
But I do have a producer who has optioned Biker.
Oh, cool.
And I'm hoping that comes to fruition with a movie, because it's dying to be a movie. And he thinks so too. We're very excited about it. Now, there are people seeking to do television versions of Nexus and Badger.
Yeah.
But as I mentioned, Netflix, which was our primary target, is pulling way back on its animated shows. So keep your fingers crossed. I don't know. Nothing is real until I get a check.
Yeah, no kidding. Wait till you've been paid by whoever options your work. Yeah, that's the physical evidence right there. Yeah, I agree. That would be really cool. I'm sure. I bet this private American, whoever, if it comes out in a movie, I'd freaking watch it. I'd read the book.
Millions of people would. They're dying for an entertainment like that.
Yeah.
Top Gun Maverick is now the highest grossing movie of all time. And it's not raw patriotic, but neither is it a lecture on our privilege or anything like that. It's just a good story with good drama and shows our military personnel in a positive light. And that used to be the staple, of course, but now it's freakish.
It is freakish. It's like, no wonder people are cutting their cable.
Yeah.
Hey, YouTube's where to go with entertainment information, in my opinion. And you get a lot of subscribers. And it's free. Death by Saber, I did some work on Snowdub for the Cotton Connection. Okay. He does a lot of these really cool Star Wars videos on his version of it. And you mix them up. He puts out these really cool videos. So check out Death by Saber, folks. Subscribe to his channel.
Yeah. I just did. No, I gotta do your channel too, Death by Saber. I'll take a look.
Oh, cool, man. Yeah. Oh, man, this is awesome having you on here, man. It's been a real treat. So you have a YouTube channel, right, Mike?
Yes, I do. Mike Barron on YouTube. It's mostly about writing, and I talk about various aspects of writing. I hope it's helpful to other writers. Things like the narrative voice, what it is and how it's important, how to organize your fiction, the importance of outlining, how to characterize, things like that.
Oh, yeah, man. It's very interesting. Go ahead.
Yeah, let me give you a link here.
Yeah, do that.
And we also have the Baron Earls show, in which Jeff and I interviewed different luminaries, and some of whom we've interviewed include Maggie Thompson, Jim Shooter.
Oh, nice. Yeah, I remember going by your channel. I saw that. I'm sub to
Kelly
your channel
Jones.
too.
We interviewed Steve Rude, Mandy Summers.
Oh yeah.
We're interviewing David Williams next week. We
Yeah,
interviewed Barry McLean Jr. We interviewed Chris Cross. We're going to interview Michael Davis. We interviewed Bob Layton. And this is the link to my channel in the chat.
Yeah, figures as I go ahead and mod
And
you.
now let me give you a link to the Baron Earl show. The Baron Earl show is really going to blow your mind. Just take a look at the people we've interviewed, and we're just getting started. And please subscribe to the Baron Earl show. Joe Casey.
Oh yeah.
Walter and Louise Simonson. These are people we've already interviewed.
Oh, that's cool, man.
Bo Smith, Jimmy Palmiotti.
Oh, hell yeah.
Carl Potts, Dennis Kitchen.
Yeah.
Graham Nolan, Guy Dorian Sr., Gabe El-Taib.
Oh, Gabe is cool. I like him. Go ahead and make it in here. Here we go. Paste the link. You guys go ahead and check it out. Here's the link to the YouTube channel. That's your Mike's YouTube channel right here. Go ahead and subscribe today, guys. Got a good wealth of information and material, entertaining and educational as well. Good stuff, I say. Really good stuff. Go ahead and get to the link over here. Get to the other one. Here it is. Got 2 links up. Check out the other link. Bang. Death by Saber. I just subscribed. Thanks. DBS.
Death.
Yeah.
Hey, Death. May I call you Death?
Death. When he shows up in this guy, he has the little lightsaber. Oh no, Death approaches. Yeah, we call him DBS. He has a weekly show, and our friend, DBS, yeah. Yeah, and actually, Lynn Gaia Storm, she has her own YouTube channel. She has a show this Wednesday night, by the way, on her channel called My Bad. She talks about a lot of really cool sex stuff, and we nerds who are in the panel, we talk about nerd stuff. And she goes, "You guys talking about too much nerd shit." And so, okay, we'll talk about nerd shit mixed with sex. How about that, Ashley? Oh, okay, that's fine. And so it's a mixture of her, of basic, sex material along with nerd stuff. It's hilarious. So yeah, check.
Irresistible combination.
Yeah, right, exactly. So yeah, guys, check that out. Man, Mike, again, thanks so much for coming on.
My pleasure, Brett. Thank you for having me.
You bet. Anytime. I'm Brett Cantrell and Apex Comics. So thanks a lot, guys. Have a good day. And again, ciao for now.